So you can see the protesters here have gathered over here. They're in the middle of the church. In the beginning of the church service, the pastor was speaking, and Nekima stood up and said her piece, and then the protesters surrounded her. But this is a clandestine mission. I think they found out according to them, this is according to Operation Pull Up, that one of the pastors here is a member of ICE. And so here we go.
Yes, City Church, yes. And that's why we're here, demanding justice for Renee Good and letting them know that this will not stand. They cannot pretend to be a house of God while harboring someone who is directing ICE agents to wreak havoc upon our community and who killed Renee Good, who almost killed a 6-month-old baby. Enough is enough. I am a reverend on top of being a lawyer and an activist. So I come here in the power of the Almighty God.
So they stormed a church in St. Paul, Minnesota, because they thought or found out or whatever they said that one of the pastors is part of ICE. So this is what they do. They think this is a great thing. They are storming a church during service. They are breaking up church to protest ICE. But the most common denominator that we see, it doesn't work unless we have these. This right here. Black people. It only gets big. It only spreads if they have this right here. 2 black people who are fighting for somebody who do not care about them at all. So they go into a church. They finally got a couple black people willing to take $1 to try to go in here and go against ICE. They finally found the people that they need to push their agenda. What's the point of going into a church and having a protest against ICE? So that's what we're doing now. When I tell people about this stuff, man, this is a war on religion as well. This is a war on Christianity. They wouldn't do this at a mosque. They wouldn't do this in a Catholic place. They won't do this anywhere else but the Christian church. This is the war on the Christian church. But who do they use to headline this? Black people. I keep telling y'all, black people, y'all need to stay out, but y'all continually come in because of money. We doing this stuff. We going into churches now because of your belief about ICE. When Obama did the same thing, and you guys were just fine with it. These same black people that we see today was just fine with Obama doing it because you guys liked them. This is what they needed. They finally have what they needed. Black people to go and push their agenda. It's sad. It's very sad what we see. It's very sad what's going on, how we have people really going into churches and acting like damn fools because they found out something. That's still the church. It's still a sacred place. But why don't you go to Somalia and go into their mosque and just break into there? Why don't you go into these places that you really want to fuck around and find out? But we go into the church. We disrupt the church during service, during a preaching, during a service. What would Jesus say about that? What would God say about that? This is what we do. And this is who we use. They finally found the people that they needed for their protest. They're not interviewing white people. They're interviewing black people that's willing to take a little bit of money and push this agenda, that's willing to commit a real life sin and go into and mess up a church because of your beliefs on the outside. So you're willing to go inside of a church and do this? Wow. What does God think about this? What does Jesus think about this? Is it really pushing anything when you're doing it this way? Who looks like the crazy people?
Righteousness, truth, and justice.
Our church had gathered for worship, which we do every Sunday, and we were interrupted by this group of protesters. Yeah. We asked them to leave, and they obviously have not left.
Yeah. So. What do you think of this?
I mean, this is unacceptable. It's shameful. It's shameful to interrupt a public gathering of Christians in worship.
But there were folks who will say,
I have to take care of my flock.
Okay, but listen, we live in there's a constitution in the First Amendment to freedom of speech and freedom to assemble and protest.
Yeah.
Don Lemon, you got to stop, brother. Don Lemon got to stop. Free speech. What about breaking and entering? What about having a mob in the church? What about disrupting the church? Is there any laws against that? And then forcing an interview on the pastor during a crisis. You're forcing this. Don Lemon, you willing to do anything and everything to stay in front. To stay in front, to get a little bit of people talking about you because nobody really talk about you. You willing to do this. You willing to go in there and try to interview a pastor while his church is getting overtaken by mobsters. This is what you doing, Don Lemon. You done went from working from a big station, and this is what you do. This is the way you get attention. And then you go out there trying to spit facts that are not facts. Don Lemon, how much they paying you? This is what they needed. This is what they needed. Don, we need you to go out there and push our agenda. How much you need? How much you need? How much you need, Don? How much you need? We need you to go out there. So you just magically went out there? Nah, this was all set up. Let's give him. Now we finally got our black reporter. We got our black Nick Shirley. Yeah, he gonna do some damage. Nobody mess with Don Lemon like that. Don Lemon is confused. Don Lemon is just trying to do anything for $1. He lost the juice. He lost a great job. When you get a great job, don't lose it. You thought you was bigger than life. You lost that. And now you're out here attacking churches with the mob and trying to force an interview. Like, how low do you have to go to get some type of success? That's what I see. I was talking to my wife about this. People are willing to do anything for attention. People are willing to do anything for attention. Break inside of a church, I don't care about that church. I'm up in there because I need people to say my name. Y'all really want Destiny Child, say y'all name, say y'all name. You willing to go through whatever. This is not breaking news, nigga. This is sad. This is sad that you had an illustrious career. You were with a big network, and now you wearing a hoodie and beanie, breaking in churches, and trying to force an interview. This is crazy work. This is like this. His downfall needs to be studied.
We're here to worship. We're here to worship Jesus because that's the hope of these cities. That's the hope of the world is Jesus Christ.
I want to be very respectful. Please don't push me, though.
We're here to worship Jesus.
Don't push me. You're in my face with a microphone. Being respectful. You're in my face with a microphone. You're not being respectful by breaking into my church. You lucky I'm talking to Don Lemon. Do this at a black church. We're not gonna say that. Do this at a black church. Y'all want to break into these churches with nice people. Break into a church where there's some niggas. Let's get active. Break into some church where there's some Muslim people. How about let's do some real stuff. Don't go into here with nice people, nice pastors, talking softly. Don't break into those churches. Break into the real churches with the black folks that will fight you. Go into the mosque. See, y'all pick on people that know that won't fight back. Y'all pick on people that know won't fight back. And then you say, please don't push me. You in my face with a microphone. You up in my face. You back up. Why are you in my church? Don't you live in New York? Why are you here?
That's why we're here. Okay, that's why we're here. That's what we're about.
Don't you think Jesus would be understanding
we're about
and love these folks?
We're about spreading the love of Jesus.
But did you try to talk to them as a
no
Christian?
one is willing to talk.
Okay.
I have to take care of my church and my family, so I asked that you actually would also leave this building.
You don't want us to chronicle what happened?
Yes, no, leave. We don't want you to see. See, that's the thing we see from the other side. That's what we see from the other side. We want y'all. We want to be nice. I asked y'all to leave. No, you don't want us to no, we leave. You shouldn't even be here. See, y'all don't have the respect. That's why a lot of people leave in the left, and the left is panicking because there's no respect. I took your interview. I took you guys coming in here. Now I'm asking you nicely, can you please leave? Wait. We want to stay. I just asked you to leave. So won't you leave? Wait. I want you to leave. I don't want you to chronicleize anything. Just leave. You got the message through. Now leave. You're in my church. Don't ask me about Jesus because obviously you don't care about Jesus. Let's not spin that into anything. Let's not do that. Just go ahead and leave. See, this is what the left would do. They will use your own teachings against you. They don't believe nothing about what you learning or what Jesus and God. They use that against you. But I just asked you nicely, leave. And you can't respect that. Don Lemon is a joke.
You're here to worship.
I'm always worship. I'm a Christian.
We're here to.
That's what they try to be like who you are, but they not really with you. Just because you say you a Christian don't mean you with us. Because Christians don't act like this. Christians don't break in and entering. Christians respect everybody's space. Christians don't just come down and do things just to be in front of people. That's not Christ-like. We can keep it 100. Don Lemon's not acting like a Christian. He's acting like somebody that wants attention. He needs attention because the fall off. Nobody's caring about Don Lemon. They'll talk about him a little bit because he did this, then he'll fall off again. Don't use the I'm a Christian. I don't like when people, I'm a Christian too. No. But we not rolling in the same way. What you did is not Christian. What you did with these people is not Christian. You guys are creating chaos and not peace. But y'all don't want to have that conversation. Why don't y'all go to a black church, man? Go to a mosque. Get active.
We're here to worship. We're here to worship. Okay.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So that's one of the pastors of the church. So the protesters are confronting church members and leaders.
This is crazy. Look at this. This is chaos.
Service. A lot of people. A number of people have left. There are some who are still sitting here.
Are you okay with the injustice that's happening within your city? We pray for justice.
Look, man, I just put it like this. These people are being paid. Don Lemon is a sucker. Don Lemon is being paid. There's one reason why he's only there is because he's getting paid. He needs attention. We are just seeing a war on religion. We are seeing people now bold enough to go into a church and willing to say whatever they want and find whatever reason to go into a church. We are not seeing a war on just people. We're seeing a war on religion. That's what we're seeing. We're seeing people got the balls enough now to go into a church and disrupt a church and disrupt people from getting the word. This is what they want. But they'll never do this at a mosque. They'll never do this at a Catholic church. Christians are under attack across the world, and we see that. This is living proof of that. And then they use our own people. They use the black folks to come in there because they want this so bad to be a civil rights issue so we can get more people to join. But we ain't joining. The best y'all can do is get Don Lemon. Out of all the people y'all can get, the best people y'all can get is Don Lemon to come down here and try to be a fake Nick Shirley. It's crazy. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Go get our Patreon coming soon. No Filter morning show coming very soon. Can't wait for that. We'll keep on rocking, keep on rolling, man. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the people that give me the love. Thanks for the people that give me the hate. You know what? I just keep on going no matter what y'all say. I'm out.